crazy, low energy influencers decide to make up everything they can think up in the book to try to make B Tater wrong. But the problem is, bruh, I do this.
And that wound's an exit wound. Exit wound. Got shot from Mr. Tatum, you have been selected. But why is he so sold on the official report? Now, that was one of the videos he responded to, and including this one where he commented, I was being mindless, giving my thoughts on Erica Kirk, in which did 8.8 million views. Now, in those videos, he said I was dealing in conspiracy theories. You mean to tell me that this World War I weapon that Tyler got from his grandpa and conveniently doesn't have a serial number fit perfectly into his backpack?
Why are you so confident about Charlie Kirk? Because they have overwhelming evidence. I don't know how people are missing this. I literally want Dan Bongino to come on the show because he can't talk about the thing, but he can talk about the protocol for FBI. They have overwhelming evidence that this kid did it. Overwhelming. Enough to gain probable cause to arrest him and indict him. They're going to trial. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Let's get into this. So up at the top of this video is the video I made about him. This fool got on here and said Charlie Kirk was not shot by a human, that he was shot by a drone. He also got on there and said Erica Kirk is making up her emotions about her husband and she's faking it. Erica Kirk is faking it is what he said. And one of the stupid things he said was Charlie Kirk was shot by a drone. Now, how?
This guy right here is fucked up, okay? They show sketches, the site where he's at, show the ballistic ranges where he got Charlie Kirk in the throat, okay? It came down right here, and it came out from the side. If you hunt and everything, you shoot an animal in the neck. Basically, he's going to come in here, and so he's going to either come through that way, or he's going to go up or outwards. He's currently the trajectory of the bullet. And the trajectory he's at, he's like center stage, right there, in an angle. So if it hit him right here, it'll pop out that way or go straight through. Not come here and out like that. No. If you haven't shot a gun at something and hit it in the throat region, you wouldn't know about it. But this fool here trying to say he was killed by a drone. Do you even have any idea what drones do? Drones, if they're shooting, they don't steady. Okay, they won't stay still. They gotta keep moving. And if you did use a gun or a drone, there's no way a civilian can get a drone that can shoot bullets. I'm sorry. Only military owns those kind of drones. And if there was a drone to fly around at a military drone, more people got shot and killed. Not just Charlie Kirk, okay? And he talking about Kirk's wife, Erica Kirk, ain't showing her emotions. People deal with death and people getting killed in their family different ways of emotions. Some people will bust out crying, hysterically crying, bawling their eyes out. Some won't do it. Some will be quiet. Some will be not showing their emotions. On the outside, not showing, but inside, they're tearing themselves up. People grieve differently. Erica Kirk knows she has to keep strong for her husband. Because she knows the moment she shows one little weakness, the liberal Democrats, the transgenders, all of them will come and gun her down. They making their mission to try to turn something that happened to Charlie Kirk into something that they can use for their own benefits. And this fucking idiot right here, like Tate said, this fucking idiot, he won't say it, but I will say it. And everything, don't know the damn difference between a drone, bullet, or somebody shooting a gun. And you're talking about World War I gun? Yeah. Some guns from World War I can still be used today. Okay? A Mauser, it's still being used today. To this very day, the government of Germany is still using Mauser rifles. Might be upgraded ones, but it's still the same thing. And this is fucking hilarious. They say it might be drones involved. No, there wasn't no drones involved. Okay? You gotta understand something. These Democrats and liberals, for years and years, were calling Charlie Kirk a racist, a fascism, a dictator, a Nazi. All this shit they use and saying eventually got him killed. Because some dumbass like Charlie Robinson, or Tyler Robinson, whatever his fucking name is, was so fucking brainwashed, getting his ass eaten out, getting fucked by his little transgender lover, getting brainwashed and everything to believe in this shit. But anyways, get back to the video, shall we?
Or you gonna get shot by a drone, and somehow it got a suppressor on it, and nobody saw it. Like, it don't need to be that crazy. Somebody's a nut. They nutty, and they wanted to take Charlie Kirk's life. And that's exactly what the guy did. And we got plethora of evidence that guy did it. If there's some nuances, then there's nuances to it we'll find out in court. But the man was caught red-handed shooting Charlie Kirk in the neck from that building.
Yeah.
But this guy's a nut. And so I made the video. We got the original. And this is why I pay y'all the big bucks. We got the original. Let me play what I said first, and then I'm going to play his rebuttal. This guy didn't even rebut nothing that I said. Roll the clip.
Really think a human being shot Charlie Kirk? Explain. Okay. There's a muzzle flash behind him.
Time out. Hold on.
Okay?
A camera does not have a frame rate to catch a muzzle flash. Maybe, but you're talking about almost an impossibility that your frame rate on your camera, on your amateur phone, will catch a muzzle flash. Let me finish. Sorry.
And that wound's an exit wound.
It's an exit wound.
Not an entry wound. He got shot from behind.
Talk about it.
He got shot by a drone, not a human being. You're gonna leave this whole thing, even if you got Cohorts to do it, and whoever's behind, you know, the killer, 22-year-old kid, to leave it all to you, who's not a killer, never killed anybody before, take him out? No. Lone gunman? Absolutely not. So why wouldn't you use a drone, right? So there's a muzzle flash behind him in a vent where no human being is placed there. So wouldn't you just put a patsy up there and the shot goes off? There he is.
Right.
Meanwhile, you got hit from the back. Nobody's even looking for a drone. No, you're not even thinking about that. And the Chinese have mosquito-sized drones for reconnaissance. We're seeing all types of, like Lockheed Martin, they have drones now to where you can't even detect them. So all these things are coming out. If you look into what type of drones are used for military, assassinations or operations, you don't think they have this type of technology they can use on him? One perfect shot? You only need one shot. You're telling me a kid with a lazy eye changes clothes, goes to the roof, takes a shot, perfect shot, changes his clothes again, disassembles a rifle, and then throws it in a bush? Mind you, puts the rifle back together again, then throws it in the bush. And do all that in record time.
Okay, so
that dude was fucking wrong about everything. He did not change his clothes. He did not take the rifle apart to disassemble it. He left the rifle on top of the building. He kept the same clothes he had on when he killed Charlie Kirk. Okay? It had been showing the video he had on, the picture he had on. Somebody took a picture of him wearing the same shirt he went up the ladder with and killed Charlie Kirk. He did not just take the rifle apart and throw it in the bushes. No, he left the rifle right there and hauled ass. He did not change the clothes either. I swear, stupidity is a damn disease. Transgender fuckers don't know shit they talking about. The liberals are fucking brainwashed. Now listen to what Charlie Tate says right here. Officer Tate says, alright? And maybe you get some fucking common sense.
This is first of all, we know it's not an exit wound, right? We know it's not an exit wound. We know it. If you do a little bit of research and not be stupid and play spooky music behind your stuff, you'll know that it's not an exit wound. He won't correct it on his social media. He's still on telling people it's an exit wound. If a bullet goes through and through and it does the damage that you see it do to Charlie Kirk and it exited, it's going to hit somebody else. You think it went through and through and vanished?
Mm-mm.
The drones that he showed was a mosquito drone. What kind of mother freaking ammunition is in a mosquito drone that'll do you like that? Okay.
He said it was a mosquito drone. Only kind of ammo a mosquito drone come out of have was a 22. The bullet did not go in and come out. It stayed inside his neck. It showed the bullet was in there, because if it went out through Charlie Kirk's neck, it'll hit somebody else. It stayed in there, lodged into his vertebrae, and held there. Okay? You gotta understand, the vertebrae holds up your head. Your head's 10 pounds. So that means your vertebrae holds up all 10 pounds of your head. Meaning the vertebrae gotta be very thick, very hard. So yeah, the bullet did not go through Charlie Kirk's neck like some people says. It stayed there. But this idiot, who Charlie talking about, said it went through and had to disappear. No, you stupid son of a bitch. It didn't. It stays in there. It even talks. The autopsy even said the bullet was inside the vertebrae of the neck, held on by the muscle and the bone. And they say he was shot by mosquito drones. Mosquito drones are small. If it can shoot anything, it's gonna be a 22. And 22s can do damage, but it'll keep going through. It won't stop. It'll go right through the target and hit something else, until eventually it hits something harder. But people who never shot guns in their life believe the shit. Got to the video.
Drone he showed was an airplane drone. That drone is as big as that drone is, I don't know, the size of a golf cart, or bigger. The drones that they fly up in the air like that to do surveillance. That, you know how loud and big that is? Mm-hmm. And the other drones, a regular amateur drone, is going zzz. Nobody hear that thing going zzz. And it's got to get close enough to get a shot off. And then the fool said a perfect shot. Well, anybody that know anything about ballistics and firearms, this right here is not a perfect shot. This was a effective shot. It wasn't perfect. More than likely, he was aiming here and he went low, or he's aiming here and he went high. There's multiple reasons why that happened. One, because he didn't zero his rifle from 200 yards. He probably zeroed at 100. He didn't account for the holdover. Mm-hmm. At a distance like that, a person who's an amateur who don't have a right breathing or trigger pull, or if the ammo wasn't loaded right, it's a few different variants, or his optic was off because he banged it around because he don't understand how ballistics work. He could have been shooting for the chest and it missed, and it barely got him here. If it could have got him here, and it'd have passed him like they did with Trump. So it wasn't a perfect shot. Now, I made the video. Look at his rebuttal. Every so often we're reminded how fragile freedom really is. That's why Patriot Mobile draws the line, standing for faith, family, and freedom for over 12 years. You'll get premium nationwide coverage on all 3 major networks and service that you can trust. Go to patriotmobile.com/Tatum, or you can call 972-PATRIOT. Use promo code Tatum for a free month of service. Switch today. That's patriotmobile.com/Tatum, or call 972-PATRIOT. Look at his rebuttal. Now, listen to what he said and all the stuff I just said, and tell me that he addressed anything that I said in the video. Pull it up and roll it.
And that wound's an exit wound. Exit wound. Mr. Tatum, you have been selected. Now that was Tatum doing a reaction video to one of my viral videos on the Charlie Kirk situation, which we can all agree there's more holes in that plot than a Tubi movie, but why is he so sold on the official report? Now that was one of the videos he responded to, and including this one where he commented I was being mindless, giving my thoughts on Erica Kirk, in which did 8.8 million views. Now in those videos he said I was dealing in conspiracy theories, but here's the thing, everything I said in those videos were either factual or opinions in which Charlie Kirk was all about.
Or
freedom of speech, right? So let me show you mine list. So you, a former cop, probably the worst I've ever seen, do know how people get convicted if there's no solid eyewitness. It's a little thing called evidence. So let's run down some facts, shall we? Did Tyler Robinson go to Utah State University, where they have a CIA program called the Center for Anticipatory Intelligence? True. Was George Zinn a distraction, saying shoot me while he was getting arrested while Tyler was getting away? True. Was there Google search spikes of Tyler Robinson and Charlie Kirk months before the shooting in the DC area? True. Are you a critically thinking individual who does their due diligence? False. Because if you did, you would know I'm one of the main reasons why Trump is in office to this day, being that my story on Kamala Harris was featured on New York Post, Forbes, and about 100 other outlets, but she tried to turncoat me in this email trying to pay me off for her support, in which I exposed in another video severely damaging her campaign. But you call me a conspiracy theorist, you're no better than the mainstream media at this point. You mean to tell me that this World War I weapon that Tyler got from his grandpa and conveniently doesn't have a serial number fit perfectly into his backpack? Not sure why, because that's been debunked. You mean to tell me that you believe in a government that had a hand in the MLK and JFK assassination, but we're drawing the line at Charlie Kirk? Got it. Now, let's do some quick numbers because something's not adding up. He has 2.3 million followers on Instagram, right? Can anybody tell me why his sins on his videos don't add up to that at all? So you have 73, 142, 15 sins? I'm not a mathematician or anything, but something's going on here. And that engagement he is getting on that video he responded to me, he's getting completely cooked by his own audience. Just pause and read. The loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room, and usually wrong too. Word of advice, next time, don't bring a butter knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, this guy's insufferable. He's wrong about everything in that video. Talking about he's a big responsibility for Kamala Harris, for Trump getting elected. Bro, everybody, most people on this page don't even know who you are. So they only know who you are because I'm saying something. And then let's go down the list. You're trying to suggest that I have fake followers? Like, is that what you're trying to suggest? Never paid for a follower a day in my... I don't even have to go through that. He go and pick a video that I just put out before it can even get some momentum, and he goes, look at the... What are you talking about, bro? I got 2.3 million subscribers. I got way more subscribers than you. And my videos do way better than yours. A month ago, when we were doing the numbers, we had about 170 million views. I mean, like 170 million views in a month. It slowed down a little bit more recently because we had the transition and we didn't post as much. But I still, even not posting as much, probably got more views than this guy has because my stuff is legitimate. And then he goes and makes up all these claims about nothing that I've mentioned. Nobody mentioned MLK, and nobody said the government was perfect. But just because the government, who nobody in the government right now was alive or serving in the government when MLK happened. No one that's serving in the intelligence agency that I know of or in the FBI that's in leadership position, that's over investigations, we're investigating back then. So how in the F are you going to try to act like the people then are the same people today? We got a different administration in office. And then also, why are you so confident about Charlie Kirk? Because they have overwhelming evidence. I don't know how people are missing this. I literally want Dan Bongino to come on the show because he can't talk about the thing, but he can talk about the protocol for FBI. They have overwhelming evidence that this kid did it. Overwhelming. Enough to gain probable cause to arrest him and indict him. They're going to trial. Y'all are listening to too many conspiracy theorists who are online asking questions. No, they're not. They're making statements and confusing people that's not even real. That fool still think he broke the gun down. The FBI determined that he didn't take the gun apart. You can see it on the video, him carrying the gun off the building. DNA on the on the trigger. DNA on the ammo. Eyewitnesses that saw him, eyewitnesses, or at least the video camera saw him go up the stairs and enter the thing. Eyewitness, his parents are saying that was him on the film. They got a video of him and he lived like 200 miles away. Why?
They don't want to admit it. They fucked up. The Democrats fucked up and got an innocent person killed, and they want to make like this guy didn't do it. Because why? Because it shows how the cruel Democrats are, shows how stupid they are, how far they go to be evil, how far they do to kill people. And this guy talking about say he didn't do it, did that, one that Charlie Kirk, I was against him, the fucking idiot. You sir are a fucking idiot. You say that Kirk, that. They proved everything that Tyler Robinson killed him, showed him in the same clothes. Had did not take the rifle apart, left the rifle there and went back to get it. But dumb people are.
He'd be at Dairy Queen wearing the same stuff that they saw him wearing earlier with the same Converse, which they got shoe impressions of. They got DNA evidence of. They got a palm print of. They got overwhelming evidence. They got text messages. They got Discord channels. They got confessions from his mom and his dad and the police officer next door that was retired. What are you saying? What are y'all saying? It don't matter what the government did 100 years ago. It doesn't matter what the government did. You got to take every situation that the government has done and you got to break it down element by element and see if they lied or not. You can't just say because they lied one time 40, 50, 60 years ago that they got to be lying today. This is the stupidest thing ever. But anyway, I can go on and on, but I got to get to this meeting. But I love you guys. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on everything. All right? If you're not following me on everything and you love me, you're doing me a disservice. Follow me everywhere. I'm on X, I'm on TikTok, which I hate TikTok. Hopefully now that Ellison